Relan 3 station floated like a broken crown above the storm-racked planet of Helionis. It was my home, rusted corridors, flickering lights, and the ever-present hum of machines older than my grandparents. I was Cade Verin, a junior mechanic, barely certified to fix coolant leaks and stabilizer joints. People called me a Mech, short for mech engineer, but the nickname always sounded like mechanical virgin, which, to be fair, wasn't inaccurate. I was 19, awkward, and more comfortable talking to malfunctioning bots than actual humans. But everything changed the night the Dragon Sister arrived. She crashed through our station hull like a meteor wrapped in fire. Her vessel was a living thing, scaled, wing-like solar flares curling around it, and when it tore through Docking Ring C, the emergency klaxons wailed across the entire station. I ran with the repair crew to assess damage, toolkit clanking at my hip, heart racing from the excitement of something new happening on our dead-end station. But I wasn't ready for what came out of the ship. She stepped through the molten breach, towering at nearly 3 meters tall. Her skin shimmered like obsidian-scale armor, shifting patterns reflecting station lights. A long, braided crest of bioluminescent strands dropped down her back, glowing with electric blue energy. Her eyes were molten gold, alive, ancient, unblinking. The Dragon Sister, a member of the Valtherian Order, a warrior clan whose legends spoke of worlds defended, fleets destroyed, and oaths that outlived empires. Our entire repair crew stumbled back. She looked over us and pointed directly at me. "You," she rumbled, voice vibrating the metal floor, "will assist me." "Me?" I squeaked. Her pupils contracted. Yes, the Virgin Mech. I almost died of embarrassment on the spot. Somewhere behind me, Yaris the foreman snickered. "She pegged you quickly." "Yaris!" I hissed. The Dragon Sister tilted her head. "Is this designation incorrect?" "No." Yaris called. "It's perfect." I wanted to crawl into a ventilation shaft forever, but her golden eyes settled on me with an intensity that locked my legs still. She stepped closer. Then she spoke the sentence that later became the station's most repeated, most memed, most infuriatingly misunderstood line. "I have not had intercourse in 16 months. My brain short-circuited. What? I stammered. "Why are you telling me that?" She blinked with a mix of confusion and annoyance. "Intercourse," she clarified calmly, "as an interstellar diplomatic exchange between clans." I felt my soul leave my body. "Oh," I croaked. "Dragon Sisters require regular cultural intercourse, meetings, oath-sharing, combat exchanges, treaty dances, genetic resonance recitation. My absence has weakened my ship bond. I require assistance to stabilize it." I exhaled in absolute relief, and then froze again. "Wait, assistance? From me?" "Yes," she said. "Your mechanical affinity, your resonance signature. It is compatible." "Compatible?" My knees buckled a bit. She placed a clawed hand on my shoulder, gentle, shockingly warm. "You will help repair my ship bond, or the vessel will die, and the dying ship will take this station with it." Well, that was one way to start a first conversation. Middle, the ship bond. Her name, I learned, was Zura Valthire, sister of the Seventh Flame, keeper of the Oath Thread, and warden of the Dragon Choir fleet. I called her Zura. She didn't seem to mind. Her ship, once fully revealed, was breathtaking. Not metal, but an organic tech hybrid, its hull like scaled armor that pulsed faintly with bioluminescent veins. Its systems responded like a living creature, growling, rumbling, shivering. But it was injured. Deeply. When I approached with my scanner, the ship recoiled like a wounded beast. Zura placed her palm on its scales. They calmed instantly. It recognizes me, she murmured, sadness flickering in her voice. But it does not feel me. That is the problem. What caused this? I asked softly. She hesitated, then said, 16 months without cultural intercourse. Without the resonance rituals of my people, the ship loses harmony. It becomes unstable, feral, a dragon without its rider. Her crest dimmed. Our clan was destroyed. The words were simple, but her voice broke on the edges. I swallowed. How? A void breach, she whispered. A hole torn into reality. My sisters, gone. My fleet, scattered. My ship and I barely escaped. She closed her eyes, and for the first time, her towering presence felt fragile. When the ship bond weakens, the vessel unravels. Without intervention, it will either explode or devour itself in a dimensional collapse. And we'll go with it, I murmured. Zura nodded. I need you, she said simply. Because your resonance signature is compatible with mine. I held up my trembling scanner. And what does that mean, exactly? It means, she said, you will enter the heart chamber with me. That sounds ominous. It is. She walked toward the pulsing hatch. I followed. Because, what else was I going to do? The heart chamber. The heart chamber was unlike anything I had seen. A circular vault of glowing tendrils, pulsating energy conduits, and a central crystalline core beating like a heart. The air shimmered with resonance frequencies that rattled my teeth. Zura stepped into the center, her crest flaring with golden light. She extended a hand. Cade Verin, Mech of Relan 3. Will you join the bond? My legs shook. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You do not need training, she said. You only need to be yourself. For reasons I couldn't explain, that made my chest tighten with something unfamiliar. Confidence? Or terror? I took her hand. The moment our palms touched, the chamber roared to life. Energy surged around us, blue and violet arcs spiraling into a vortex. The ship howled, a deep dragon-like bellow that resonated through my bones. Images flashed before my eyes. Zura's memories. Battles and nebulae. Ritual dances atop star-forged platforms. Sisters laughing around sacred flames. A fleet singing in harmonic flight. My breath hitched. Her grief hit me like a collapsing star. Then her loneliness. Her fear. Her desperation. But beneath it all, hope. A fragile, flickering hope looking directly at me. The chamber dimmed. Our hands parted. The ship let out a long, low exhale. Alive again. Zura staggered. I caught her. Cade, she whispered. You did it. The bond is mended. Her crest glowed brighter than before. You are stronger than you look. I flushed so hard my face felt like molten plasma. Climax, the void returns. Our celebration didn't last. Because the void breach that destroyed Zura's clan? It found her again. A tear in space opened outside Relan 3, swirling like a black storm. Sirens blared across the station as gravitational waves shook every deck. Zura's ship roared in fury. The Void Hunters, she snarled. They followed me. A colossal, skeletal vessel emerged, shifting, formless, predatory. Cade, she said, voice suddenly trembling with something I never expected from her. Fear. We must fly. Now. but I've never piloted anything larger than a cargo tug. You do not need skill, she said. Only trust. I sprinted beside her into the rejuvenated ship. The heart chamber pulsed warmly as we connected again, Zura guiding my hands across the living controls. The ship took flight with a thunderous cry. The Void Hunter followed. Energy blasts tore through space as Zura and I fought in perfect synchronization. Her instincts, my mechanics, our resonance guiding the ship like a single soul. But the Void Hunter was enormous. Relentless. It lashed out with dimensional tendrils, tearing at space itself. Zura gritted her teeth. We cannot outrun them. But together, we may outfight them. How? Her molten eyes met mine. By doing what dragon sisters do best. Which is hit very, very hard. She redirected all energy through the bond, channeling it into the ship's core. The heart chamber glowed white-hot. The ship transformed, scales flaring, wings of plasma unfurling, a dragon of starlight. We charged. The explosion lit the system like a second sun. When the blinding light faded, the Void Hunter was gone, ending the new bond. When we returned to Reland 3, the station hailed us as heroes. Zura tried to deny it, but people cheered anyway. And me? For the first time in my life, people didn't call me Mech like an insult. They called me Cade Verin, bonded mechanic of the Dragon Sister. As we stood on the observation deck, watching her ship gleam like a living constellation, Zura turned to me. I am no longer clanless, she whispered. The bond has chosen. Chosen who? I asked. She looked down at me, towering, powerful, luminous, and placed a hand over the glowing mark the heart chamber etched onto my wrist. You. My heart did something dramatic and embarrassing. She smirked. Do not worry. The next ritual does not require any cultural intercourse. I choked on air. She laughed, a deep, warm, dragon-laced sound. Cade, she said softly, our journey is only beginning. And as her ship flared with living light, I believed her. Absolutely. Completely.